will hear from him, the Honorable Minister of Local Government, the West Kingston boss, the Deputy Leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, Era Council 1, the Honorable Desmond Mckenzie.
When I've been through hills and valleys, I survive out of the...
No, I love the goodness of God. I want to see every Laborites on your feet. The third term.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me.
Round of applause because you have been an outstanding area council.
Labour.
Tonight, we are gathered in East Central St. Andrew. We are in a constituency that lack anything to talk about. There's no record to speak about. We are in a constituency that continues to live in the past. But it is our intention in Area Council 1 to make a difference in this constituency. Laborites, I want you to listen to me because all of you understand that when I speak. I tell you that noise don't win elections. Telling Andrew Holness how much you love him don't win elections. It is the work that we have been doing, the enumeration, keeping focus on the job ahead. And so tonight, we are here with a simple message. East Central St. Andrew needs a change in its direction. And as a party, we have all right to speak about the changes that are required to make this constituency better. This is one constituency that nobody can talk about political victimization. Because if you go back beyond 1962, this constituency have had the pleasure, the unfortunate pleasure, of being represented by the PNP. Only one time we have ever had the privilege, and that was in an election that they didn't contest in 1983. But you know, Laborites, these same set of people who is trying to convince Jamaicans that they can do better than us, if they can't serve a constituency that they had Premier, Minister of Finance once, Minister of Finance twice, Minister of Health, Minister of Works. They had mayor in this constituency also. And look at the state of East Central St. Andrew. Now I ask, not you here tonight, but those who are listening and watching us tonight, how can you continue to support people who the only thing they think about you is when the time comes for a vote to be cast? They have done absolutely nothing. You have some houses that was built down in the Mckenzie area. Those houses were built by the Jamaica Labour Party. So ask them what they have done. They can't tell you. But tonight, we are on a different mission. The mission that we are on as a party, as a area council, is to ensure that Dr. Andrew Holness gets a third term to finish the work that he has started for this country. When I look at the achievements of this government, I ask myself the question, why would anybody in their right frame of mind want to replace Andrew Holness with somebody who we don't even know where he's from? We can stand up as a party, as a government, and speak glowingly about our achievements in government. The other day in Parliament, I announced that over the next 2 to 3 years, because of how effectively we have managed the affairs of the country, we are going to be providing over 150,000 street lights over the next 2.5 years. And I notice on the front page of a certain paper is an individual who has no track record of performance, talking about the announcement is an election ploy. Labor rights, let me tell you something. Your government, your party, have done more for street lights, installing, replacing, putting in new street lights in this country more than they did in the 18 years that they were there. And when we talk about our programs, we don't need to campaign on that. We have solid achievements. The Jamaican people are no idiots. On Tuesday coming, at the Jamaica Conference Center, the Most Honorable Prime Minister will launch our flagship youth employment program. YSEP, Labor Rights, is a youth employment program that we started in 2017. And every year, the program have improved. Last year, we increased the numbers to 10,000. It is the largest youth summer employment program anywhere in Jamaica and in the Caribbean. So why you think the unemployment rate is going down? It's because of the policies and programs of the Jamaica Labour Party. And so tonight, I want labor rights and well-thinking Jamaicans to prepare themselves whenever the Prime Minister decides for the country not to be fooled. I hear them criticizing the government over the appointment of an individual to serve in a position. And they're talking about the man is not qualified. Labor rights. When these people talk, you must be afraid. And I'll tell you why. It was the PNP who brought him out of the private sector into the public sector. When they mash up solid waste and they are to get rid of the PNP board at solid waste, it was the same man who they're saying not qualified. They took him out of the private sector, gave him the position of chairman of solid waste, brought in private sector people, because the only thing the PNP had to show at solid waste was the amount of money they spent putting out fire. And he came to solid waste and he started to turn around. When we became the government, we decided to retain him because we wanted solid waste. We wanted the National Solid Waste Management Authority to do what it was established to do. And I want to tell you something. Today, as I speak, when he was chairman of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, 15 years worth of annual reports solid waste could not produce. And because of his leadership on the board, the National Solid Waste Management Authority today is up to date with its annual record. And not only that, because of the work that he has done, solid waste was voted as one of the best public bodies in the country under his leadership.
Labor rights.
Why is it therefore you're going to discredit him? And when he was working for you, it wasn't a problem. But all of a sudden, it is a problem. Bad-minded, bad-minded. It's all about attacking Andrew Holness. But I want to say it. I say it already and I'm going to say it again, Delroy. The Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters will push back at the PNP when they come at Andrew Holness. We're not going to allow you.
Mash them up, yeah. Labor right, why mash them up? Whoa. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what in yes, Andrew, why mash them up, yeah. Labor right.
Here is a young man who has proven himself. And you want to destroy him. Well, labor rights. We now budge. We now move an inch. We will never surrender Jamaica to the PNP again. Never.
So bad mind, I'm gonna kill them. I ain't fierce, it, I'm gonna mad them. Tell them to free up them conscience. It's just like a rope, it's going.
So tonight, I want now to bring to the microphone a young man who have offered himself for service, decided to come to this constituency. And I am sure that whenever the elections are called, we are expecting good things from young Vassel. He is the official Jamaica Labour Party chairman of East Central St. Andrew. And so at this time, I want you to welcome Constituency Chairman, none other than Vassel. No, what is the phrase? No hassle with Vassel.
Desmond Mckenzie, Minister of Local Government. The Honorable Delroy Chuck, Minister. Members of the platform, other ministers of government, members of parliament, councillors, senators, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. To all the fathers here and around the world, happy Father's Day to you all. Now, I've been tasked by the Jamaica Labour Party to lead the charge in East Central St. Andrew. We know the last time the JLP won this seat was in 1983. I was 4 years old at the time. It sounds a little hopeless, but guess what? Hope should spring eternal, East Central. At the heights of their dominance, the PNP won this seat by a margin of 3,113 votes. And that was in 2002. In 2020, they won by 927 votes. That's less than 1,000 votes. Ladies and gentlemen of East Central St. Andrew, my predecessor, Davian, had the then opposition leader biting his fingernails on the night of the election. So I want to big up Davian.
Shout, 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 shout.
You have weakened the stronghold of the PNP in East Central St. Andrew. And now it's my turn to deliver the killer blow. East Central, it is time for us to make history together.
History we making out. History we making out here. Bobby yourself, dry your face for the tears. Bobby your
East Central, I'd like to remind you that I'm not from uptown. I'm not from any faraway land. I'm from Olympic Gardens, a constituency that borders this one. I'm from St. Andrew West Central, the constituency of the Prime Minister, the constituency of prosperity. And guess what? The prosperity from West Central is following me into East Central. So what we need to do is to embrace that prosperity. We have had the same member of parliament for 34 years. What legacy has he left behind? The roads are poor, no social infrastructure, sports have died, the football field across from Norman Manley High School is a dust bowl. There's not one active community center. The man that is taking over is coming to do the same exact thing. But as we say in Jamaica, you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And that is why we have to choose Jamaica. We have a leader in Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, who believes in young people. He believes in empowering young people and empowering women. All the signs are there that Jamaica is going in the right direction. Crime is down by record levels. Youth unemployment has dropped from 32% in 2016 to 11% currently. Now, the government, as you know, has made access to heart free. Now, not only that, some programs at heart, some selected programs are now given a stipend. And let me tell you why. This is important. The Prime Minister recognized that people wanted to take advantage of these programs. But guess what? They had bills. You still have rent to pay. You still have food to buy. You still have to take bus. So he understands that getting a stipend will empower the people. Now, another thing, young people, I don't think you understand the significance when the Prime Minister and this government removed the need for guarantors for student loan. I remember when I started my journey in 2006, I had to find two people who were able to say, I am willing to stand up for this young man. Not everybody can find two people like that, you know. For some people, especially individuals from in the inner city, it's hard to find guarantors. It's hard to find people who will stand up for you. But guess what? The Prime Minister has blown those doors open, wide open for everybody. And in so doing, this government is empowering young people to rise to the occasion. But you know the funny thing, ladies and gentlemen, you see, every time I talk about the achievements of the Jamaica Labour Party, I have that one PNP person who says, oh, that was on the mandate of the People's National Party. But what that means is that while they talk, we do. While they pontificate, we get things done in this party. Because I've learned from a long time that dreams don't work unless you do. You have to put in the work. And this party is putting in the work. Because dreams are just dreams if you don't do anything. They are just hallucinations. Now, I'm appealing to the voters in Cassia Park. Cassia Park is considered by the PNP as a labor right division. What is the significance of that? As a result of that, they don't do any work in Cassia Park because they see doing work in Cassia Park as strengthening Beverly Prince. So instead of looking at serving the constituents of that particular division, they ignore it because they're saying, okay, if they do work in there, it's going to benefit Miss Bev, who's a very good councillor. So in order to get your roads fixed, you have to embrace what it is they say you are. They say you're labor rights. So vote labor rights. That's what I'm saying to you, voters in Cassia Park. In order to get your roads fixed, in order to get your infrastructure up and running, you have to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. To the voters in Hagley Park, the PNP sees you as a necessary inconvenience. What do I mean by that? The only time they do work is around election time. So after you vote for them, you don't see them. Now when you look around, in and around the community now, they're starting to do some work because election is coming up. That's what I mean. You need representation that is there for you when you need it. Not during the time of elections, but whenever you need it. There are periods of time between the voting and the voting again that you will need your representative to be there for you. To the voters in Maxfield, why are all the opportunities at Mempo Plaza? One place, all the farm work tickets go. One place, every opportunities go. What about your family? What about your community? Don't they deserve equal rights? I know for a fact that they rule this division with fear, but I'm telling you as a lawyer, I'm there for you and I will liberate you, Maxfield.
Shout, 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 shout.
From 1989 to present, that's some 36 years, this constituency has been under the PNP. I now call to action all labor rights. The seat can be won. So come on, Jody and Myrie. Come on, TC. Come on, Omar. We are ready. The party is ready. The machinery is ready. The voters are ready. Some call me the TikTok lawyer. Some call me the ghetto lawyer. But after this election, you call me your member of parliament.
I'm Mr. More Life, prosperity, it will go right. Got a plan, everything, yeah, yeah. Jam it down to this, losing, back in my fight, you will win, yeah. When you dog cry, don't say you pay them a gun to the wish. No could I look on me and dance if you want the question, God, them can't contest it, G. I got them guidance.
Labor rights, you know. You hear what him say? call him your what? Give young Vassel a great big Jamaica Labour Party hand.
Choose Jamaica for better communities. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity.
So labor rights, while we choose Jamaica, we're choosing Jamaica because it's the only place we can live. And we have to choose the Jamaica Labour Party. We put Jamaica first.
Choose Jamaica for better communities. Choose Jamaica for...
And one man who is important to that link, one of the strength of the area council one. Let's welcome Minister of Justice, Member of Parliament, Delroy Chuck.
Boss for every boss, done for every gun. Ever militant, so it and humble like a lamb. Tell them no confusion. Boss for every boss, done for every gun. Make them know see I want, so it and no confusion.
Labor rights. I am so happy to be here because I'm in the constituency where we have Councillor Prince and we are here, the next Member of Parliament, Davian Vassel. Labor rights, I can tell you, as I sat there and listened to the speakers, I am proud to be a part of the Labour Party.
Labor rights.
Shout, 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 shout.
I can tell you, Labour rights, that no other party has done more for this country than the Jamaica Labour Party. And that is why I have no doubt that the third term is on and we are going to win by a landslide when it is called.
Jamaica no bother fuss, no bother fight. We need a big labor right. No, shake your boat because a woman will.
In Era Council 1, we have 9 seats and we expect the 10th seat. The 10th seat is East Central, St. Andrew. And I'm here also because he's on the border with me and I'm going to work with him. And I'm going to work even harder across Northeast and East Central. You know, I usually win by about 3,000 votes, you know. But in the 7th, when I become the 7th star general after this election, I'm working even harder because I want double the majority.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
And when I double the majority, I know it will influence the people in East Central to make sure Davian Vassel win by over 1,000 votes. Labor rights, and I want to speak specifically now to the workers in East Central. The task ahead is not easy. The votes are out there, and you have to go walk the streets, talk to all the potential voters. Many of them have not voted for many decades because they're labor rights, but them now vote for the PNP. But them feel the PNP, you know, might win, so them don't go out and vote. You know labor rights. Have to go out there, and you have a lot to talk about. You can tell them what the Labour Party candidates and MPs have done across this country. Labor rights, when you talk, let them know that every constituency that has a Labour Party MP, they have never seen such good work over the last 5 years. And I'm telling you, when you think that there are about 17 new MPs over the last 10 years. 15, but 2 before, about 17 new MPs. And in those constituencies, there were PNP MPs for 30 odd years. And what these constituencies have seen in the last 4.5 years is much more improvement than in 31 years of the PNP representation. So labor rights in East Central, you must let them know that when you see MPs like Rhoda Crawford, when you see MPs like Robert Miller, when you see other MPs around the island, Westmoreland, Western Hanover, Northwest St. Anne, Northern Trelawney, these are new Labour Party candidates, you know, after 30 odd years of PNP. And they have done more work in 4.5 years than in the 30 odd years of PNP representation. And what I want you, East Central Labour Rights, to be able to go into every home and let them know that with Davian Vassel, you're going to see improvement right across East Central. And what I know is the Labour Party administration, this Andrew Holness administration, has done more for this country than any other administration in the history of Jamaica. Labour rights, when you go and walk the streets and talk to the people, you have a lot to be proud about. A lot to be proud about the Andrew Holness-led administration of the last 9.5 years. Never before in the history of this country has unemployment been so low, 3.8%. Never in the history of this country have you had 10 consecutive years, no tax. When PNP in power, you know, everybody listen, when they get tax, they want tax, if you denture, tax handcart, tax everything. But in the last 10 years, we have not taxed anyone. And what is important to note, labor rights, what is important to note, we no tax, we no borrow, we no beg. And what is important is that this administration has had enough money and has returned some of the tax back to the people. Under this Andrew Holness-led administration, the Ministers of Finance, Audley Shaw, Nigel Clark, Fabian Williams, have so managed the economy that we can give back to the people some of the tax. Last year, almost $10 billion was given back to people from taxation. And very shortly, $1 billion will be given back to the people in grants of $20,000. Can you imagine that? And we are able, right across Jamaica, to give 10,000 water tanks. Huh? Can you imagine any PNP government being able to do that? And when you say, ladies and gentlemen, how well the Andrew Holness-led administration has done, every sector of the country has seen improvement. I can tell you about the justice sector. I know Davian Vassel go to court, and he will tell you, he never the courts look so good. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we, in the court system, we have improved the courts. People tell me, you know, up to yesterday, a man tell me, a lawyer, old man, he says he's happy to go to court now because 20 years ago, when he went to court, you know, the judge has sweat, he must sweat, witnesses are sweat, everybody has sweat. But now, in the summer, the heat of the summer, he goes to court and he can carry out his case and nobody has sweat because all the courts have been air conditioned under this administration.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We are one for Jamaica. We not run like Jamaica.
Labour rights, because of how this government has managed the economy. When people sue the government and succeed, we say, where the bill? We pay it right away. In the past, you had to beg. You had to beg to get your money. In the past, when lawyers did work for poor people, they have to wait years and 2 years for the money that they should get for representing poor people. Now we beg them, come for your money. In other words, every January, all the lawyers who work for poor people, we say, if you have any bill, send it in quick, because we want to pay it before March come, which is the end of the fiscal year. And that is so right across all the various sectors. We have the funds because of how well the economy has been managed by Andrew Holness and the 3 ministers of finance so far. So Labour rights, why on earth would anybody want to change the Andrew Holness-led administration? 3rd term, 4th term for Andrew Holness. But Labour rights, it no get come like that. We have to work for it. We have to go and explain to the people that for the first time you have an administration that is working for Jamaica and not for themselves. An administration that is ensuring that the people of this country benefit and grow. And that's why we say prosperity for all. So I can tell you, Labour rights, when the 49 MPs now on the ground and East Central with Davian Vassel go underground and talk about the achievements of the Andrew Holness-led administration, I have no doubt that the people of this country will return Andrew Holness and this administration for the 3rd term. Labour rights, let me emphasize to you, and especially the pensioners who are listening now, the poor people across Jamaica, the Labour Party has always worked to protect you. When the PNP is in power, the pensioners, the little pension them get, it just go down to nothing. Under Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, we always ensure that inflation is low so that the pensioners' little money don't dissipate. No government has done more for the pensioners than this Andrew Holness-led administration. And as was pointed out to you, the poor people of this country have never had such a low poverty rate across Jamaica, 8%. And because money is available to fix police stations, to add the number of police from 11,000 to 14,000, to give resources to the police, you can see over the last 3 years, crime, murder have continued to trend down. In 2023, murder trended down 9%. In 2024, murder trended down 19%. And I have to tell you, Robert Nestor, up to yesterday, he said 42%, but murders trended down 44.5%. Murders. And if it continues on that trend, and I really hope it continues on that trend, it might be down by 50% by the time we call the election. And this is important, Labour right. Life is important. And the police is out there working hard to protect and keep the place safe. And I can call on all of us to ensure that you work with the police to keep the guns off the street and to keep murder down. But what is the PNP doing? When you ask them, what more can you do to help this country? They have no plans. They have no policies. They have no programs. All they do is to cuss and complain. As the deputy leader said, them trying to undermine a young man who is an outstanding chartered accountant. You know how they undermine that outstanding DPP, Paula Llewellyn, when we put a case for the age limit to be raised. But when you listen, labor rights, to what the PNP are saying, they have no plans, no programs. So what they do? They start claiming corruption there, corruption there. You know, when a party like the PNP talk about corruption, you know that they are enmeshed in corruption. That's all they can talk about is corruption. And we're going to defend the Prime Minister because I'm talking about corruption. They can't point one bit of evidence to show that the Prime Minister is involved in any illicit enrichment or corruption. And I hear Mckenzie talking about statutory declaration. I have read the 3 reports from the IC, and there's not one line that implicates the Prime Minister. Not one paragraph, one line that implicates the Prime Minister. I don't even know why they put out those 3 reports. Because they had nothing of value in them. And I say we must defend the Prime Minister when we hear about him. But IC said this about him. IC talk about millions going from left, right, and 28 accounts. Nothing wrong with that. From I know this Prime Minister, he has been an investor. And his family have been investing in Jamaica to make sure Jamaica is a better place. And I say to you, labor rights, when you hear the leader of the opposition shouting, blood and fire, you wonder what they mean. You hear him? Blood and fire? One thing I want to say, labor rights, we want a peaceful election. But you know, if one of us, leaders in the Labour Party, had showed blood and fire, so the civil society would be attacking us. You don't hear one oomph from them. But civil society is doing a great job of discrediting themselves. Not all of them, many of them, doing a great job of discrediting themselves. And when I see them headlines by some of the media about tyranny, authoritarian government, there's no more democratic leader than Andrew Holness. None. I can tell you, no leader like Andrew Holness. He bears no malice and embraces everyone in the Jamaica Labour Party. And that is why the Jamaica Labour Party is more united than ever in its history. But when you look on the PNP, you know, you see the people, them cussing one another. And not only them cussing one another, they are senior members of the People's National Party who say, Mckenzie must never ever be Prime Minister. And when you look here, social media, some strong PNP, you know, tell you about not only Mckenzie, but the General Secretary and Peter Bunting, that they must never ever go back to Parliament. Because when, as Floyd pointed out, look at these, look at Peter Bunting. Get a backside in central Manchester. And before him stay there with the people and work with the people, him run on South Manchester. The same with Dayton Campbell, as Floyd pointed out. Before him stay with the people in Northwest St. Anne, run on to Westmorland and looking seat, looking power. And so labor rights, you have to point that out when you campaign to show how the leadership of the PNP, that them cuss one another. They're not interested in people and working for the people in their constituency. All them want is to run to a safe seat to see if them can get a safe seat to become MP. You must work with the people. And when you work with the people will vote for you. And that is why I know when Beverly walked with Davian in Cassia area, I'm sure to increase the majority there. And I know in Hagley Park and Maxfield, I'm going to neutralize the vote of the PNP because you don't have to tell the PNP, you know. Is PNP no want Market G to be Prime Minister? Them tell you, you go on social media and you see the PNP bloggers telling you, make sure you don't vote PNP because they don't want Market G to be Prime Minister because they don't know where he come from. And you know, I have to tell you the truth. In 2020, you know, people say vote for me and I believe them. Because when he came to vote, he had my voter ID in his hand. So I'm told. But the truth of the matter, labor rights, this is a serious election coming up. The future of this country is at stake. All of the undecided, and there are many undecided, you have to persuade. When we persuade those sitting on the fence to come over to the Labour Party, vote for the Labour Party, I know it will be a landslide. Third term coming, Labour Right. Work hard and let us get the victory. Shout to you all, Labour Right.
Choose Jamaica for better communities. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose JLP.
You know, labor rights. I hope when you go back home, those of you who are watching and listening will understand that the only choice you have is to choose Jamaica, choose the Jamaica Labour Party. So let us close in the spirit of unity. Let us stand, raise our hands. We love you, Lord, one more time. One is going to be on the road. We close with the playing of the party's anthem.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. We're on a mission to lift up our communities. Jamaica Labour Party building shape prosperity. No, we never said that it would happen overnight.